Good evening, race fans. Good evening, world. It's Marky B welcoming you along to another Generation X race. Tonight we have Season 9, Round 9 of our Group 3 100-mile championship coming to you from the Nurburgring in Germany. Well, that's enough of that. Just thought we'd add a new feature to do the stream by playing the national anthem each week. Hopefully we'll be able to pick up a better quality version rather than me playing it down my phone. Hopefully when our good bud Spiffy G's back in action, he'll be able to sort of layer something over the top on his studio setup rather than the rather basic setup of mine with a headset plugged into a controller. Still, welcome aboard. I'd say welcome to Season 9, Round 9 of our Group 3 Championship. Tonight we have racing Sheer Luck in the Supra, Johnny Mackers in the Renault, which was pretty good in the wet last week. We got Dan in the Porsche, Viney in the Corvette, nice. Kobayashi Maru in the Jaguar, Devlin in the AMG. In fact, the livery was so good on that, I couldn't tell what it was. New driver joining us tonight, Radar Online. He'll be henceforth known as Radar. Joining us from Portugal, so welcome aboard, mate, and good luck tonight. And Murcielago in, I think that's the AMG as well. Is it the AMG? Oh no, Corvette. And King Racer, where's King Racer gone? He's got the fastest lap at the moment. Atrocious if he's dropped out. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, there he is, King Racer in the... That's the Genesis as well. That was pretty good in the wet. A great drive from King Racer last week for fourth. And another great Red Bull livery from him. So, while the guys are finishing up their practice, I'll just run through the championship table thus far. Oh, guys in chat, if you could just say, Mark, we can hear you, and the national anthem was a fantastic idea, that'd be great. So, currently in the lead, Dan East, who has won every race so far this season on 547. We've got Willie Ham on 402. Thanks, Rob, for the confirmation. Good evening, mate. Sheer Luck on 359, Johnny Mackers on 308, Murcielago 296, King Racer on 250, Kobayashi Maru on 191, Big Easy, who's not racing tonight, on 116, Spivey, who's not racing tonight, on 108. Spivey is, I think, at this very moment, because he's based in Pennsylvania, I think, probably up to his neck in beer, turkey, and watching sport. I think it's the American equivalent of our Boxing Day, frankly. It sounds very similar. Splatter, who's not racing tonight, but is joining us on chat. Good evening, Rob, on 107. Devlin on 43, and Viney on 35. So, there we go. So, can anyone possibly beat Dan tonight is going to be the question. So, King Racer is currently fastest on track, but that may be misleading. We'll find out, because all the guys tend to try out different tyre compounds in the practice session, and probably a lot of laps this week in the lead up as well. So we have 32 laps of the 3.2 mile circuit tonight. and the guys have to use all 3 racing compounds, so hard, mediums and softs. So 2 pit stops required. I think it's a minute's penalty if you don't comply to all the tyre compounds. But we've got quite a high tyre degradation of ×5, and the fuel is ×3, so the softs are probably, didn't actually do much testing myself to be that knowledgeable on it, but it's probably 8 or 9 laps on softs max. So yeah, thanks Rob. Yeah, so we've got a massive, I think, so 6 or 7 guys watching this evening. Fantastic stuff. Welcome aboard. If this is your first time, brilliant and welcome. If it's your second time, well, you're a glutton for punishment coming back to listen to me jabber on for an hour or so. So, okay. So Dan's just gone fastest, but is on the mediums currently. King Racer's on the softs, Shearluck's on the mediums as well. Johnny's on the mediums. So it looks like the mediums are going to be the long range tyre tonight. Devlin's on the softs. Sorry, Kobayashi Maru is just having a pop. Because I happened to mention he loves the LFA, as I've mentioned previously. I think it's his favourite car on the planet, and I might have referred to it in our Discord chat as a bit of an old tub, an ugly old tub, I think. So yeah, beauty's in the eye of the beholder and all that, Justin. But stop going on at me and let's get quali started, shall we? Yellow card, Rob. Yellow card. I think I can boot you out of the chat if you. Yes, unfortunately, I think as every league has, we are blighted with some VR bores. So, are we missing? We're missing Willie Ham this evening. I think he might still be in Dubai. So I'm sure he's not that bothered. Although, if Shearluck wins tonight, he could jump above him in the table. So don't believe we had a couple of late check-ins with Devlin and Viney, which completely knackered my table I had drawn out. But I don't think anyone was playing their joker. No, so it's just standard points tonight. 50 points for first, 45 for second, 40 for third, etc. With, I think it's a point for fastest lap and a point for pole position. So, sorry, I put myself on mute as I was coughing my guts up. I thought King Racer was out in front, but he's not. Neither's Johnny Mackers. Dan's still in the pits biding his... Oh, there we go. Who's that? Devlin is leading us around. In the AMG. So I had the mother of all times trying to find a decent track map with all the... with all the various corner names on, of which there don't seem to be many. But I'm using the official Nurburgring website, so hopefully that there's some sort of Shearluck's just gone through now to front, so we're following him round. So as I say, I'm using the official Nurburgring website track map, so if that's wrong, then there's no hope for the rest of us. They're just coming into the unfortunately you can't zoom in on it and my eyes are terrible. See, the Vidal chicane into the Hyundai curve. So let's change. And into the first, into the Yokohama chicane. Coming into the AMG arena, which is the following 1, 2, 3, 4 corners, which are always a bit of a sod to get right. Yeah, quite right, Rob. I think I'm just going to throw away the track maps in future and make up my own. So all these corners don't appear to have names at all. Until we reach the hairpin, which is the Goodyear curve. And then we're heading up into the Schumacher S's. To the corner with no name, into the Bilstein curve, through the Advan Bogen, and Bogen means arc, ladies and gentlemen, and into the Vidal chicane. There's two chicane layouts here, one which they use for the GP format, one which they use for the 24-hour format. And back into the high-and-die curve. 24-hour format is the GP track, basically bolted onto the bottom of the hellish Nordschleife. So that's the 157.1 from Sheerluck. Then clips over the 159.4, Viney 158.6. Radar with a 201. So Dan's getting on. Yes, we're not in Australia, Rob. And sorry, ladies and gents, the chat is open, and I'm not talking to myself. I am engaging with our viewer. So please do, as I said before, hurl abuse or put intelligent comment. I welcome both equally. See where Dan's going to finish it up. Oh, straight in with a 1554. Let's see how Murcielago's getting on in the vet. These are the 1568. So yeah, he's had to back off there. So there's no overtaking in quali if people are on a fast lap. So well done, Murcielago. You just need to space yourselves out. So let's see how Murcielago's doing. Can he improve on his 1571? Yes, he can. By 0.14. Good stuff, Chris. So Johnny coming into the horrible chicane. The 24-hour version is a lot better. It's a lot quicker, but don't use it on Gran Turismo 7, sadly. 157.1 from Murcielago, so he jumps up into 7. That's great stuff. So he's 0.1 ahead of Sheerluck. Still 1.4 down on Dan. I think Johnny did did Johnny do his first lap, or was it Viney did his first lap on medium? So he will undoubtedly be down on his race pace. So let's have a look, see how Johnny gets on round here. Say the Renault looked really good in the wet last week. Not a car I've driven. And Johnny's up on his lap. on 1571, so we'll see if we can get it down into the 156s. A bit wide through there. Brakes a lot later than I do into that corner, that's for sure. And probably therein lies the problem. As per every week, I'd just like to reiterate that those who can do, those who can't commentate. So he's catching radar up here. Our new driver from Portugal. Berchelago's popped into the pits for fresh boots. We get a little bit of toe up to the line. Yeah, well done. Into the 156s. Let's get a bit further back. Some King Racers just coming into the pits. Viney with his proper boots on now. He's coming out for his first. For a hot lap. Justin just out of the pits there. Oh dear, boys, watch it. Follow Devlin round. Devlin's from Belgium and did race in a couple of earlier iterations of Justin's leagues, so it's good to see him back. I think it's his third race in Group 3, second or third anyway. Yes, good point there, Rob. I think DHL could do worse than to... what's Viney driving? Yeah. Could do worse than to buy a fleet of Corvettes. It might get packages delivered on time, or certainly more quickly. Devlin's 159.4 so far. So not able to improve. Let's follow Justin round, see how he's... Crikey, he hasn't put in a hot lap yet. Blimey. 5 minutes to go, bud. In the Jaguar F-Type. Down into the 154s. Holy crap. So Justin's nicely up. Looks like Johnny's put his hards on, ready for the start. Oh no, he's coming out. Radar needs to look at the radar, I think. Radar, you're not racing, mate. Christ. First time out. No. Oh, no. I think that... Oh, God. The noob is wreaking havoc. Oh dear. Yes, I think Radar may well be in detention tomorrow after a stern talking to from the stewards. So is Viney on a hot lap? But if he was, he's going back into the pits. King Race is just slightly down on his fastest lap. Sherlock, let's have a look at his first time check to see how he's getting on versus his current position. So I think it's just under this gantry here. Oh, he's close. See how the next one is, I think is just under the next gantry through the hairpin. And after I said King Racer wasn't going to put in his best lap, he just has. Brilliant. Oh yeah, okay, Sherlock's now up, which is good. Christ, he barely lifted through there. Did he catch the gravel a bit? So I think the next... Oh dear. Is that going to be a penalty? Or did he just keep it within the white lines? So it's just this white line coming up here. Yeah, he's dropped back again. So, I do need to see how Dan's doing. So, yeah, I think, and if you're listening, Dan, I'd probably drop back a bit. So you've got a minute to get to the yeah, boot it. Sherlock's just gone faster with a 1:56.9. Good stuff, mate. So Dan's going to make it round for another flying lap, which we'll see if... Oh, he's on hards, so he's just practicing. It's the attention to detail which I think really comes to bear in my my commentary. Johnny's on hards too. Oh dear. So Sherlock's going for another flyer and is nearly 100th up. So we just watched Chris round the rest of his lap. And King Racer's just gone faster, 1:57.9. Good stuff, mate. So the start at the moment in Group 3 is a standing start with false start check. It means if you let go your handbrake too early, you get a penalty. Next year, we're moving into rolling starts for Group 3, which I kind of think's a bit fairer, because if you just put a monumental pole lap together and your car's absolutely gash at getting away from the line, Sherlock's up 0.3 on his fastest lap, so could jump up to second or even third or second here. Yeah, I think it's a little bit unfair if your car's a bit crap off the line that you don't get at least the chance to go into turn 1 in the lead. So we're moving to rolling start next year, but not tonight. See if Chris can cross the line and improve his time. He can indeed, up to third. Well done, mate. That's less than optimal through that corner for King Racer. That Viney up in front, yeah. Oh, Viney's half a second up on his best. So you need another 0.2, Adam, if you're going to jump ahead of King Racer. Oh, listen to that beast. So Kobayashi Maru just set her best lap, 58.7, good stuff. And Viney indeed does jump up with a 1:57.7. Although King Racer, oh, just behind. Bad luck, mate. .028. Ouch. Justin's done. As is Devlin. Radar. The Havoc Rika in practice. I think may have a few friendly words said to him by our team principal. Have you read the regulations, etc., etc. So that's quali done. So our starting grid is Dan East. I mean, nearly 2 seconds a lap quicker than P2. Well done for picking that up, Rob. As I said, it's my legendary attention to detail. So we got Dan on pole in a 154.9, Murcielago in second on a 156.4, Sheerluck in third on a 156.5, Johnny in fourth on a 156.8, Viney in fifth at 157.7, King Racer sixth, 157.7, 157.73, Kobayashi Maru 158.7, Devlin a 159.4, and Radar in a 2.8, but on mediums. So looks like we've got a sort of a split of four. Dan's on his own. Got Murcielago, Sheerluck, Johnny in the next tranche, Viney, King Racer, Kobayashi, and then the rest basically. So let's hello Dan. Yes, I have just changed my PSN name to GXR_ScruffyToff for reasons which I won't go into unless the race gets really dull, which I don't think it will. It might be for Dan, but I don't think it will be for everyone else. So we're just waiting for the race to start. I seem to remember the Corvette is mentally fast off the line though, so this could put a big old spanner in Dan's works to get off to a monumentally fast start and put out a big lead. If Murcielago, who is, as I've said before, probably our most exciting driver, strategy doesn't really is part of his vernacular. It's just balls out, whether it's on hard, mediums or softs. Second yellow, Rob. Second yellow. But yes, I think everyone's correct. Dan is an alien. That's it. That's the biggest lead I think we've ever had in quali. It's nearly 2 seconds. It's just wow. Okay. Ready for the start. Let's see how Murcielago is king of the quick starts anyway, so this will be really interesting to see if he gets anywhere near the because this could be carnage, ladies and gentlemen. A hairpin on T1 and they're off. Dan seems to have got away because the two Corvettes have absolutely launched off the line there. So Dan's into second. The Renault was quick too, so oh, crikey, Johnny's gone up the inside and into first. What a move that was. Murcielago might have slightly blocked Dan out there. Let's put some race info on so you can see what the hell. Yes, all right, Rob, for Christ's sake. Ooh, I think Dan's very happy. Oh God, he's got a penalty. That's I suspect that will make him even less happy. So Dan, let's have a quick look through Who's on what? Johnny started on the softs. Murcielago on the hards. Dan on the hards, but he's coming up the inside of Murcielago now. Murcielago. He doesn't like him up, and Mr. Mannering. I think Murcielago on the hards. Shearluck is on the hards. Viney is on the mediums in the vet. I thought Viney had a better start than that, but I didn't really see the mayhem which unfolded behind him. So you've got King Racer on the hards, Kobayashi Maru on the hards, Devlin on the softs, and Radar on the hards. So we have a massive 6 viewers at this moment. Excellent stuff. Thank you for joining. And thank you for joining again. If it's not your first time. 7! Wow! I think that's a record. I'm going to get onto the Guinness Book of World Records. Right, so yeah, Johnny's pulling away on his soft tyres. Murcielago is now in second. I think Dan dropped back because of his penalty. So we got Corvettes. Line astern coming down there. Murcielago's gone defensive. I don't believe it. So Viney, can he get the switch back here if he gets... Oh, Murcielago nearly mucked that up, good and proper. And Viney's going to try and take him on the inside here. He's definitely got the inside line. And Dan going to try and follow him through. Yeah, I don't think Murcielago's Dan's favourite person at the moment. So I bet that felt quite good. And now he's lining up Viney. Look how fast he's slowing that car down. That's ridiculous. So Murcielago's dropped right back now. A diminishing figure in Dan's rear view mirror. Viney's on mediums, okay. Johnny's nearly got a 4-second lead now, but I guess you kind of expect that on the soft tyres. Into the chicane. So with Dan currently on the hards, he's 4 seconds back. So that probably relates to 2 laps before he'll go past someone after a change of tyres onto the softs. I sense a move coming, so I'm just sticking with this battle. He's going to do the cutback here. Yeah, gotta be. Nope. Thought he was going to do 2 trailer park girls there, but backed out. You should have seen Dan brakes so late here. He might be able to chuck it up the inside. Nope. Oh no, Viney's got the Corvette's back end out, which is easy to do, let's face it. Murcielago's back up into 3rd. Shearluck is in 4th on his hard tyres. So I think pretty much is where he started. Ooh, just a bit got into the kitty litter there. And is dropping back accordingly. King Racer, ooh, battling out with Viney after his little error. Yes, quite. He probably, it sounded like he had a American fridge freezer to drop off first, Rob. So let's see, I know the Genesis is quick in a straight line, but I think the Vet is too. And Viney on mediums versus King Racer's hards. I'm going to get out of this view so we can see what's going on. So, yeah, well done, Viney. That's a fantastic move. That less so, to be fair. But let's see how our new guy's doing. Radar 2.4 behind Kobayashi Maru in the Jaguar. Which makes me wonder what the F in F-Type stands for now. Pretty a familiar strategy. Strategy? God, where are you from? Strategy. From Justin in hards, medium, softs. With his Doctor Who themed livery. Still no Wrath of Khan, the livery I notice. Kobayashi Maru, is that you lining that up for next season? Oh, we've got Devlin. Up the chuff of King Racer, going into the hairpin. I'm going to get the breaking point wrong there. That'll be curtains for both of them. Got a little jump there from King Racer. I hate that view. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Rob. Exactly. I think they got the name for that film from watching a German football match back in the 90s when the keeper failed to save a penalty and got a bit angry. I think that was called The Wrath of Khan. Devlin's certainly got a good exit there, but that Genesis is pretty quick. Okay, so Justin 6 back. Radar's picking up a little bit on the hards. Got that a bit wrong. It's dropping back. Nice. Well done, Justin. Devlin and King Racer are still at it. Devlin's on the softs, he needs to make a move. PDQ. The softs have lasted a bit longer than I thought. I mean, that's got to be good for 10 laps. But is the fuel? Oh, hard luck, mate. Just got a bit squirrely through there. Let's go back to the front. Johnny Mackers in the Renault. There's 5 1/4 ahead of Dan in his Porker on the hard tyres, which he's hardly touched as you expect. I was wondering what the strategy is going to be here. Mosciolago's just come in to get rid of his hards. So there's 26 left. I'm not sure what the Corvette's like on his tyres, but I can't imagine It's that kind to them, sticking all that horsepower through. Oh no! Well, there's a first time for everything, and it's the first time I've seen Dan spin, I think. So Sherlock and Viney go through. Dan's going to have dirty, hard tyres now. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's a good point, Rob, but I think there's a certain film or a certain TV series I used to watch when I was a lot younger, in the 80s, with the tagline, "You won't like me when I'm angry." And I think Dan is going to start turning green and his body kit will start splitting above the wheel arches as he turns into, yeah, the Hulk, basically. So beware, everyone. So let's see if Viney's making, so he's only half a second down on Sherlock. Ooh, that's a bit of cockpit cam. So we pull it in, he's in the tow. Short shifting. Oh. Whoa, bosh. Yeah, well done, John. Well done, Viney, sorry. That's what GenX racing is all about, ladies and gents. If you fuck up, admit it and give the place back. Sorry, if you fuck up. Who am I, Big Easy? If one makes a faux pas, please admit it and give said place back to your learned opponent. Rob, I think you'll find I'm the referee and I'm in charge of the cards, so I gave myself the benefit of the doubt on that one. So he's 20 seconds behind Johnny Mack. Johnny must be rubbing his hands in glee, thinking, where on earth did Dan go? So he's got... So he's only done just under a quarter of tank of fuel, so that's a third of what he had, so must be looking good for 11 or 12 on the softs. Sherlock's on the hards and about the same, but I think he'll want to get in at some point and get onto a better compound of tyres. See, Viney is pulling in yet again. Is he going to get anywhere? Don't think this time, Viney. Sherlock takes the defensive line. Can he do a switchback here? Get a better exit and into the AMG arena? Sadly not. King Racer now up into fourth. Got Devlin still having a go. Trying to do go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. I think Devlin got that a bit wrong coming out of the AMG arena there. But look at Justin. Currently, yeah, so is anyone doing particularly better than anyone else on? Yeah, so Murcielago has, because he's pitted. I think Dan's pitted. Yeah, must have done. A rare sight indeed. Dan East in last. But the last time I said that, he went on to win by a country mile, so 52 seconds back on first place. But, depends how, 52 seconds back, 2 seconds a lap faster, say he does 12 on softs, that's 24. Johnny's yet to pit. This could get spicy. About a 30-second pit window. What's Murcielago on now? So Murcielago's gone on to the softs. Now, Murcielago, given his particular driving style, tends to go through tyres like I don't know what. So it'd be interesting to see how many he can do on the softs. Given that he's already done, the hards are gone. That was a lovely livery, mate, by the way. Whoa! Yeah, I think radar. If you have a radar on board, please engage. King races into the pits. As I say, that is a lovely livery, mate, and double TF is a kilometre exactly. So he's pulling in on Kobayashi Maru. Look at those wheels, that looks fantastic, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Our friend from Austria. Picking up on Kobayashi Maru at quite a rate of knots. I guess Justin must be in the soon for... Well, I guess he doesn't have to, because the fuel's still there. But so 22, 23 to go after this one, so he's got to be able to finish that on mediums and soft, surely. So Johnny Mack is into the pits. So Sheilak's going to go through. Viney's going to go through. So Sheilak hasn't stopped. Viney hasn't stopped. I don't think Devlin's stopped yet. Justin certainly hasn't. And isn't this lap. It's going to have Murcielago for company very shortly. See how... I always feel a bit naughty watching this, but I need to see how Dan deals with radar. I think Dan is quite a measured and level-headed guy, but I can only imagine the... Dan, I don't think you needed to do that, mate, to be fair. I applaud you and all that, but... yeah, I can only imagine the expletives coming out of his mouth. I think he's in East Anglia somewhere. East Anglia, it might be tonight. What the? It's not NASCAR, mate. Bloody hell. Oh no. Yeah, I think Dan's going to grow horns in a sec. Oh, good God. No, Dan, don't slow down. Yeah, okay. Well. Yeah, thanks, Rob. I don't know how they come to me. I really don't. Yeah, I just, if any of the other, so Sheilak's into the pits. Viney's gone through into first. If any other drivers are listening, you haven't seen the rest of the race as I have. I don't think Dan's in the best of moods right now, so I'd probably just get out of his way. Not that he's going to do anything. Aggressive, obviously, but I don't think he's going to be backing off. So Kobayashi Maru is into the pits. and his radar. Probably to get a few dents banged out of his car as well. Yeah, sorry if I'm missing comments in the chat, guys. I just get this little box which pops up in the bottom right-hand corner for about 3 or 4 or 5 seconds, and if I miss it, I've missed it. So I need to speak to Spiffy G, the legend that is, if there's a better way of doing it whilst you're on console. Oh, someone joined the room and then buggered off quick smart. Justin, he's somehow come out of the pits with a half-second penalty. Did he go in with a half-second penalty? I imagine he must have done. But, if you balls up the pit entrance or exit, you get 3 seconds, so it couldn't be that. No, that was bloody close. Now on the mediums. 30 back from King Racer, who is 11 back. So King Racer's now on mediums. Shearlug's now on mediums. He's nearly 8 down on Dan. And of all the people I wouldn't want to overtake next if I was Dan, it's Murcielago. Okay, so Viney and Johnny Mackers are now in the pits. Viney managed those, both the tyres and fuel brilliantly. So Devlin is now in the lead. Good work, my friend. I don't know about you, Devlin, but I always, especially in Group 3 races, I'm in the lead. I end up getting some sort of nosebleed because I'm so unused to being there. So Dan he's on mediums. What's Murcielago on? No, Murcielago's on softs, but holy Christ, he's going to have to do a hell of a lot. Oh, God, it's not going to be another 3-stopper for him, is it? Murcielago had to do a 3-stopper at Yamigawa and Miyabi. I mean, the tyre wear was high, but he had to do 3 stops because everything ran out. And I seem to remember Brands Hatch, he did the same. So he's only nearly 3 seconds back on Devlin, who's now on softs, but they're nearly gone as well. Did he start on? Yeah, God, he's gone a long way. 75% tank of fuel. Is he going to make it to the pits without, excuse me, running out? Short shifting a bit. I guess he must have been anyway to get the car that far on 3/4 of a tank of fuel. Well done, Devlin. That's an epic first stint. The longest of anyone by at least 1, if not 2 laps. Yeah, indicating to say he's going into the pits, so please don't do anything stupid. Brilliantly done, Devlin. Good work. So Murcielago into the lead. Let's see. Okay, so Dan is... Oh, Christ alive. What have I... Did Dan go past at the pit window, or have I missed absolutely everything there? No, he was better than Murcielago anyway, wasn't he? See, no, that's fine. Stop doubting yourself, Marky B. Okay, other Marky B, I will. So yeah, Dan is closing in because there's no way Murcielago is doing 20 laps on mediums. This is a 3-stopper. He hasn't got fuel. Yeah, it's 3-stopper, I reckon. So Dan, from the jaws of defeat, looks like he's odds on to win again. Wow, 5 minutes is a long time in racing. I've got to just applaud everyone's livery game. I mean, when I do it, I'm colourblind and I'm the least artistic person in the world, so mine are absolute shit. But Murcielago's is beautiful. Dan's is great. Sherlock's simple but effective. Oh Christ! Right, hang on. Let's have a look at this. Viney's got Johnny Mackers right up his chuff. Oh. You don't think Johnny needs to pit? He's never going to get home with that much fuel, surely. He's got 19 laps after this one. 20, yeah, 19 laps. Bloody hell, go! Oh, forced Viney into a mistake there. Johnny, you scamp. Let's see if Viney can repay the favour. Yeah, but I get what you're saying, Rob, but I just thought he's got too many laps. I mean, he can't have done that many on hards, but it seems like a lot with you know, because Dan's going to be going pretty much full tilt. Anyway, Sherlock's stuck in a bit of no man's land now on the mediums after his hard stint, so he's still got the softs to go. Dan's only 2 behind Merchant Largo. I think Merchant Largo, I've made this mistake before by saying he's got to pit this lap, but he's probably doing another. Well, he's going so wide on those softs. Just doesn't seem to have the traction. Oh, that's not going to help. He's got his rear end left on the grass. Yeah. He's behind you as we're coming into Panto season. Yeah, the gap's coming down. I just wonder how much longer Merchant Largo can keep down behind him. That switch of view was me suggesting there will be a move coming up imminently. Oh no! Good grief! East even angrier. Yeah, dirty tyres. And the sun's going down. Down fast. So Dan is... Sorry for the flicking about, ladies and gents. I'm trying to get a handle on the time situation. She's got Dan, who's 5 behind. Johnny is... says, call it 17 seconds between Johnny and Dan at the moment. And Dan definitely has another pit stop to make. My esteemed colleague, my glamorous assistant this evening, Rob Latters, seemed to be suggesting that Johnny doesn't want to stop again, but he's doing 1:59, 1:58. Dan's pole lap was a 1:54.5 or something ridiculous, 1:54.8 or something ridiculous. which I know he won't. To take a second off that, still going to be 10. Yeah, I still think this is Dan's to lose, amazingly. The lesser spotted Sherlock. Still a long way to go on his mediums. Tons of fuel left. Putting in very, very steady 157s there. Good work, my friend. Johnny doesn't seem to be fuel saving. No, not Debbie McGee. I was thinking you're more my you're Bob Mortimer to my Vic Reeves, maybe. Steady 10 seconds between those two. See how Viney's getting on his hards now. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Rob. The pit loss is too great, but that hasn't stopped Murcielago before. I just don't see. He's got half race distance to go. I don't know if he filled up last time, but he's sort of done a tank of fuel already. I'm not sure how he can make it round. King Racer is 4 behind of Viney on his mediums and 17 ahead of Kobayashi Maru. He's got a penalty, bad luck just didn't. Devlin, is he going to take advantage of this? He certainly is. What's Devlin on now? Medium, so he's running the reverse careful, Justin. He's running the reverse strategy to Justin. Softs, mediums, hards. Can he stop it to get around the apex? Yes, he can. Very nice move, Justin. And we appear to have lost the haymaker. That was Radar. We called him Atlas for some reason. Maybe he's used to daily races, I don't know, but we'll get in touch with him on Discord. Address any concerns he has, and hopefully he'll join us again the next time. So down to the lead. Sorry, Dan, I missed your pass on Murcielago there. I seem to miss everything you do, so sorry about that. No offence meant. Oh, so Murcielago is into the pits. So he's getting on to mediums. I don't see how he can finish the race on those, to be honest. So look back. So yeah, Dan is 18 and a bit ahead of Johnny. Sherlock in second. Seems to be holding ground from Johnny. Is there racing going on track? Guidey, no. Yep. Hey, Spiffy G is amongst us on chat. Happy Thanksgiving, my friend. I thought you'd be knee-deep in turkey, beer, and God knows what else. Painkillers, I imagine, with your shoulder. Hope it's all progressing well, my friend. So just to say, Spiffy G, updating you on the critical points of this race so far. Dan spun. Proper span. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. Yeah. Devlin. Let's have a see how Dan's getting on. So he's nearly 8 ahead now of Sheerluck. The all important thing is how far. So he's pulled out another 3 seconds on Johnny. Who Rob is adamant doesn't have to stop again. I'm less convinced. Glad to hear it, mate. So how many laps has Dan got to go? Oh, so Dan maybe going to do another lap. Of course he is. But then he's going to be out on soft, so... That seems like a long way to go on soft as well. Ah, what the hell do I know? Indeed, as Spiffy G has just put in chat, if you care to like and subscribe to the channel, my friends, that would be greatly appreciated. Look us up on Facebook, on YouTube, on Discord. I think all the details are in the YouTube description on how to join and sign up. It'd be great to have you on board and have a get fuller grids. Yeah, down 22, nearly 23, mate. Oh. Jesus Christ, doorbell's gone, Amazon's here. Sorry, pop you on mute for a sec. Apologies for that, viewer. Bloody Amazon. So what's Shearluck doing there? Shearluck's got to stop again, for sure. Interesting. I mean, Dan's closing at a rate of knots. We've got 11 to go after this one. Seems like a long way to go on that fuel, but yeah, I've been wrong before. I know he's good at fuel saving, but he doesn't look like he's fuel saving. Okay, so under 11 and a half now is 12 and a half. 20-30 seconds ago. So we won't focus on these guys until it gets a bit closer. King Racer, here we go. Race! A race! Got King Racer, Viney, and Murcielago, line astern. Excellent stuff. Murcielago is Corvette versus Genesis. Murcielago chucks it up the inside. Oh, I'm not sure that wasn't a bit naughty. King Racer's into the pits. Okay, right. Come on, Viney, see if you can get him down there. Oh, he got a better exit there. So Viney's definitely short shifting. It's right up his chuff there. It's interesting to see if Murcielago is not short shifting. I think he might be actually psychologically incapable of saving fuels or tyres. Doesn't seem to be in his genetic makeup. Is that his second set of mediums? He stopped again, hasn't he? Whilst I was answering the door. Yeah, 8.5 now. We got 10 laps to go after this one. Man, he's quick through there. Down to 7. Someone swept all those cones away, helpfully. So, give Shearluck his moment in the sun as he's leading the race. Go on, Chris! Oh, it's beautiful through there, mate. Lovely stuff. Nice too. Very good. Looks like he might be stopping for fuel this lap. If not this one, certainly the one after. I don't think he's got hard. Has he got hards to go or softs? I can't remember now. Should probably make a note of this stuff, to be fair. Johnny's falling back slightly. Dan's only 5 and a bit back now. Under 5. So is that right, Rob? If Dan wins, and so Sherlock's into the pits, if Dan wins, you owe me a tenner, yeah? Yeah. Spiffy, he qualified nearly 2 seconds ahead of P2. It's 1.89 or something ridiculous. Murcielago, oh no, so Murcielago's into the pits again? What's he doing? He must be just be taking fuel, surely. No! What? What's he going on to? He's done all his compounds, surely. Come out on softs, okay. Gotta be honest, I don't know if the softs have got it in him for his particular style of look. Style of driving, because he drifts it round that corner. Wow, okay. 2.5 seconds now. So Shearlow still in third. Good one on me. Yeah, once again, as it's pantomime season, Johnny Mackers, he's behind you. Yeah, thanks, Rob. You know what? I don't think I could get your VR right up my backside, so I'll just take the tenner if that's okay. Okay, here we go. Johnny is into the pits for the last time. Dan, after a bit of a wobble earlier on, it's fair to say, not all of his own making. And he turned East Anglia into East Angria. Seems to be very much. It's 18 seconds ahead of Shearluck. So Viney's in as well. Yes, okay, Rob. Well, let that be a lesson to you. Never question my judgment again. Always dip and sip. You've been on the sauce, Spiffy. Okay, let's see if there's a race going on. Sorry, viewer. You'll be pleased to know that at some point very soon, our good friend Greg, Spiffy G, will hopefully be back running the streams. Although hopefully at a point where he hasn't had so much champagne. Christ, that champagne must have kicked in. I didn't think you lot knew what heathens were. Don't ask questions like that, Rob. Can Johnny... Okay. So, Shearluck is on softs. Johnny is on softs, 12 behind. Murcielago is on softs. Yeah, quite. That was along the lines of what I was thinking, Greg. So Murcielago actually seems to be driving more within himself to try and get those softs to the end, which I don't think is a bad thing. He's just done his fastest lap, 1:57.2. Here we go. So Viney and King Racer going at it again. They seem to be very well matched in this race. Sorry, another coughing fit there, viewer. Sit back. Yeah, okay. So this is pretty much the only wet race on track at the moment. Viney's right on the raggedy edge. Jumping through the... Whoa! 58.3, that's Viney's best lap. Well done. Devlin is in for his last stop. And Viney get a launch out of here. He can, but that Genesis is epic in a straight line. That's really got some great pickup. King Racer's driving it beautifully, so and he's not bad at a livery either. These two are going absolutely hell for leather. Let's see what Justin's doing. No, the penalty, unfortunately. 7 ahead of Devlin. He's on his hards now. See how Dan's getting on. Softs, he's got 4 to go after this one, so all looks good. 19-second lead, sheer luck. It was a 14-second lead over Johnny Mackers. Again, tyres and fuel look good. Johnny, yeah, on the softs after a splash and dash. Definitely think Murcielago's eased off it a bit. Try and get his softs over the lines. I think he's 3 stopped. Viney is on softs. King Racer is on softs. Did I miss that? Has Viney gone past it? God. Got all the timing of a brilliant comic. He's having the worst night of his life. Yeah, it has. I don't think the Corvette, but understeer or oversteer, Greg. Okay, maybe understeer. Well, it's probably on you, Greg. It's the car. Oh dear. Christ, I thought he'd missed that by a country mile. Okay, we're going to stick with this one. I just desperately need to remember to watch Dan crossing the line. I think I've missed his... I've missed him finish the last 3 races, I think. Hang on, see it. Murcielago seems like... Is Murcielago, is it? Where are we? No. Who's that then? No, it's these two. Yeah. Guys have sort of... okay, it was Dan going through. Okay, that's getting confused. So Devlin's the first guy to be lapped this evening. Dan's fastest lap, 1:55.2. Christ, what's happened to Dan there? I thought he was... Okay. So Dan... 2 laps after this one with a 19-second lead, which looked unlikely, to be fair, earlier on in the race. I think with his sheer pace and strategy, he's managed to fight his way to the front again. Now looks odds on to coast home in first for his 9th win of the season. And Chillock 15 ahead of Johnny Mackers, again looking good for a second place. Do we need to get you some new decals though, Chris? It's GenX Racing now, not Multi 21. Johnny Mackers, who's 12 ahead of Murcielago, who I think has definitely reined it in. Although he's done a good job of chewing through those softs. Maybe he wants to put the brake balance back a bit on the rears, try and balance out the wear. Look at me trying to sound like I know what I'm talking about. He's 18 ahead of Viney. It's 1.2, 1.1, 1 ahead of King Racer. Yeah, if anyone's expecting a DHL delivery tonight in the West Germany area, you might be a bit late. So under a second now. Who's doing better on tyres? King Racer has better tyres, so they've only got 2 laps left, so I don't think that's going to amount to a hill of beans. Although Viney squealing, oh, that was actually nice through there in the end. Sorry for doubting you, Viney. Slap my wrists. Yeah, back to 1.4. That's exactly what I've ordered, Greg. So King Racer currently on his fastest lap, unsurprisingly. Back to a second. Well, he's got his backside in the kitty litter big time there. It's often been said, Greg, I certainly am. That's from Sympathy for the Devil, right? Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of charm and taste. Yeah, she's like that. Hi, Mum. Thanks for joining. Did your China painting circle not make it on? We were going for double figures today, but never mind. Catch up on YouTube. Okay, so everyone seems right. Okay, right. I'm not missing Dan's final lap. So Dan, after what can only be described as one of his more challenging races, I think, given the start and a few, shall we say, faux pas from him and other drivers around him. He did he did look quite angry at one point, if you can actually tell that. So he's coming in to the whatever it's called curve, the Hyundai curve, I think it is. Well done, Dan, your 9th victory of the season. Fantastic stuff, mate. Well deserved. Sheer luck. That doesn't rhyme, Rob. Well done, Sherlock. 2nd place. Good stuff, mate. Johnny Mackers, who managed to take advantage of some battling between Murcielago and Dan at the start and go roaring into 1st. Comes home in 3rd. Well done, Johnny. Good stuff. Murcielago, who has some tyres left and fuel. I thought he was reining it in. Well done, Murcielago. Into 4th he goes. That 3 Corvettes we've had tonight. That's a great showing from them. Viney coming around to take 5th. King Racer 8 seconds behind into 6th. Well done. And Kobayashi Maru coming into the chicane for the final time. Got a ton of fuel left. I think he was trying to drift that. Now this is exactly the sort of driving that Justin gives you detention about. So I'm not sure how to... Leading by example once again into 7th, and Devlin was a lap behind, so finished a lap down. So there we have it. What looked like could be the first time we were going to see Dan beaten. We should have known better. The guy qualified nearly 2 seconds ahead of everybody else. So here's our finishing. Here's the finishing lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Dan East in the Porsche in first with a best lap of 1:55.29. Shearluck in second. Great race, Shearluck. I think Chris started in 4th. So that was a great finish in the Supra. Best lap of 1:56.3. Johnny Mackers in the Renault in 3rd on a 1:56.97. Murcielago in the Corvette on a 1:57.2. Viney in the Corvette on a 1:57.9. King Racer in the Genesis, best lap at 1:58.2. Kobayashi Maru in the Jaguar on a 1:58.3. And Devlin in the AMG on a 1:59.9. So there we go. That's it for this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We had Radar who dropped out. He seemed to be having a few issues. So hope we see you again, mate. And I hope we see Rob. Yes, hope to see you again next time. So next time we are at Interlagos, or Between the Lakes, and it's twilight with a time dilation of S15, so that could be a day-nighter. Good stuff. That is next Thursday at 8 o'clock. We'll be online from about 8:08, I think, something like that. So yeah, hope to see you again. Now, if you liked what you see this evening, do look us up on Facebook, do look us up on Discord, do look us up on all the other blooming social media channels that we're in. I should write them down, really. I only do one myself, so there we go. But thank you for joining us this evening. Greg, Rob, thank you for joining in on chat. I didn't see any chat from anyone else, but for those who did join, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and thank you for listening to me jabber on for an hour and a bit. And yeah, congratulations to Dan East, and we'll see you next time. Take care.